A piece of paper. Looks like someone must have slipped under my door. Meet me in the dining hall. Who wrote it and why? What's the point of calling me out like this? I'm kind of nervous, but there's no way I can't check it out now. Hey, oh, Makoto! Hero, then the letter I found in my room. Yep, I wrote it. Your handwriting is really nice. Well, I was always taught that if you had bad penmanship, a ghost would come and haunt you. Who taught you that? And why would you want to meet with me? Oh, I just did what Kyoko asked me. Kyoko?
Actually,
I'm just an errand boy on this. Alter ego, the laptop has disappeared. What?
No way!
You're kidding, right?
Oh,
She's gone.
you.
You can't be fucking serious. What'd you do with him? Was it the mastermind? Did they finally notice what we were up to?
Wrong.
I told Alter Ego to yell if anyone he didn't recognize appeared. If it was the mastermind, I'm sure he would have alerted us. Maybe we just missed it.
However,
I was in the laundry room right next to the door all day. There's no way I wouldn't have heard it. I've actually been thinking for some time now that there might be a spy among us. The mastermind brought someone in to help keep things moving smoothly. It's 8 o'clock. We've been waiting here a full hour. So why haven't others come?
I mean,
Hiro and Celeste never missed a day till now. And what I'm really worried about is Hifumi and Taka. They were more eager than anyone to look for Alter Ego, and they're not here.
it can't be.
Something must have happened. I was stupid. I got attacked. By who? I'm not sure. Some sort of strange man. Strange man? A suspicious person whose existence is so unusual, I can't help but call him strange. Showed us?
Indeed.
This is Hifumi's hand-me-down, his digital camera. You don't need.
Actually,
I was able to photograph the suspicious individual without him realizing it.
Huh?
Seriously? Let's see it! I would tell you to not be shocked, but I fear it would do you no good. With that strange comment in mind, we all looked at the camera. Oh no, watch it be one of the dead people. What? It hurts, it hurts. We found him. He's seriously hurt. Are you okay? I'm glad to see you're still alive. It's super bad. Look at all the blood.
What?
How did you get hurt? That guy hit me. What guy? Robo Justice. That's what I decided to call him just now.
What did you say?
What are you talking about? Yeah, that's him. I'm sure of it. Robo Justice.
It can't be.
Robo Justice, huh?
Damn.
This just keeps getting stranger. I saw him, the strange costume man. He ran off as soon as I screamed. I was blocking the stairs, so he headed further down into the hallway and disappeared. He must be down the hall. Come on, let's go. Now. What? What was that? It came from downstairs. It must have been Hifumi. This is bad. Come on, we have to go back.
What?
What about the suspect? We've gone all this trouble to capture him, right? Then why don't we split up into 2 groups?
It's all clear now.
I'll lead the hunting party. That seems much more interesting. I need to go take a quick piss real quick. Damn. Alright guys, so I lost a lot of footage because my dumbass had the scene on myself instead of actually having it on the game. But long story short, Hifumi was killed and Taka was killed. That's the fat guy, and the guy who's like obsessed with all the rules and suddenly turned into like Mondo halfway through. And then they took their bodies. One was Hifumi was killed in the nurse's office. And then Taka was killed up in the equipment room in the physics lab. Then they were both disappeared, and they were taken into the repository in the art room, where all the stuff is. And they were apparently killed by the robot. And when Hifumi was dying, he said that it was this guy, Hito, that killed him. And then we found Hito over here in the pool room wearing the same costume that they got a picture of him in. And that's it. He's claiming it wasn't him. In a huff, Hina took the suit back off again. Well, now you're just out of excuses. No, see, it's because you're a girl. If it was another guy, then... Makoto, go ahead. Okay. Against my will, I picked it up and tried to put it on. It's no good. My arms are too long. There's no way I can wear this.
just a second.
If you don't tell me what's going on, how am I supposed to understand? I think I figured out that someone's been killed, right? Hey, Makoto, who was it? Well, 2 people were killed. Taka and Hifumi.
What?
2 people?
Just the worst.
Why are you freaking out? You did it. I did not! Wait, hold on. If those 2 are the ones that were killed,
How about that?
that's it. I know who did it.
So then,
You may as well tell us then. Taka and Hifumi were fighting Alter Ego, right?
I'm at least 30%
Which means Alter Ego
right.
or Chihiro must have done it.
correct.
I see. That's unfortunate. Huh? Unfortunate?
What the heck?
Stop trying to trick us. Just admit that you did it, okay? I'm telling you, you got it all wrong.
Oh,
I
so
know. That
then.
note. No. Last night, someone slipped a weird note under my door. Here's what it said. I found the hole. Maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else. For now, let's meet at the rec room at 1 a.m. But the last thing I remember is going to the rec room. For some reason, I fell asleep. Please, you gotta believe me. I wouldn't hurt a fly. As I said before, if you want us to believe you, you must produce evidence. Can you show us the note?
Are you excited? Are you pumped? It's time for the class trial to begin! Like the bright burst of fireworks, like the flash of a soul clashing with life and death. And so, with no further ado, everyone please meet at the usual spot. Make
Alright, we're about to get right into another one of these. Wish me luck. Ooh, he fixed it up! When I see all of you gathered like this, I realize how few of you there are left. Your school life is slowly reaching its climax.
Just the worst. I am sorry to say, Hiro, but we do have evidence. Blueprints for the suit. Parts we assume were used to build it, and all of it was found in your room. You have to admit, the evidence is quite compelling.
The handwriting's obviously different, wouldn't you say? When you compare it to the blueprints.
There's no way you could think the same person made both of them.
Unless... Are you saying you don't think Hiro's the culprit?
And he is not the only one. I think Hiro's innocent as well.
What? Then who was in that Robo-Justice suit? Is it like Hiro said? Was there really someone running around in a second suit?
The suspicious individual hidden within the suit. Go ahead, Makoto. Tell them who it was.
Other than Hiro, I can't think of anyone else it could have been. Obviously, he was the one in that particular suit, and we never found any kind of second suit.
Then there can be no doubt. Hiro is the prime suspect.
That doesn't make any sense. You just said Hiro didn't do it.
It makes perfect sense. Hiro was the suspicious individual in the suit, but he's not the culprit.
You have it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. Away with you.
When you're in that suit, not only can you not see your feet, but you can't even bend at the waist. Am I right about that?
Now that you mention it, yeah.
It seems like it'd be awfully hard to push that dolly if you couldn't bend over.
If he could have gotten it off by himself, I don't think he would have let us see him wearing it.
Rather than a single series of events, I think we have to consider each murder a separate situation. And from there, we can uncover the contradictions surrounding all of them. Now then, let's get started, beginning with what happened to Taka.
Taka's wristwatch. See? Look. It broke with the hands pointing just past 6 o'clock.
It must have gotten broken when he was attacked by the killer.
And he was killed well before Hifumi.
And before Celeste was attacked this morning, which happened around 7.
That's right. Taka was killed before any of the other incidents took place.
That's simple.
The announcement played right after we discovered his body.
Maybe. But that was also the same time that Taka's body was found. We heard it a second time in the repository, when we rediscovered the 2 bodies.
So, when we found Hifumi the first time in the nurse's office, he wasn't actually dead yet, meaning he wasn't actually found dead until we came upon him in the repository.
And the note said to meet at 6 a.m., which is the same time Taka was murdered. We've already proven that using his wristwatch. But there's more. Look where the note says to meet. The equipment room, right?
Which is where Taka was killed. I see.
So, Taka was murdered at both the time and place written in the note. I think that should be plenty to show that this note was definitely meant for Taka.
Hifumi would have been the first one to act, murdering Taka. They made him carry out the first murder so he couldn't back out of helping them later on.
So in this case, there wasn't one single person committing multiple murders. Instead, each person killed someone, creating two separate incidents. And it only looked like one person because that's how the true killer designed it to look. A single suspicious individual, a similar weapon used in each.
Oh! It was you? You see, she's the only one that bossed around Hifumi like he was some sort of dog or something.
It was Celeste.
So I'm the suspicious individual now, am I? I really do hate this kind of joke.
No! No! What? No! She told him to take the picture! She told him to take the picture and like, oh yeah, let me get a cute picture of you with the outfit. No!
The idea that I would choose to spend any amount of time interacting with him, that I would go within 10 feet of that shit from brains, that lazy, worthless, goddamn idiot!
He just died! And
pardon-moi.
oh, yeah, that was weird. That was weird that she was like leading them on. I was gonna say something about that, but I don't know why I didn't. No way! Oh, it's because every character does in this game is so sus that you don't think anything of it when they do something like this.
Well then, I suppose this is checkmate.
Checkmate? Don't make me laugh, you idiot! What do you mean, checkmate? Celeste? Clearly, you want to cram me into your little guilty box. Well, there's one little problem. Have you already forgotten what Hifumi told us as he lay dying?
Oh yeah, what?
Said, and I quote, Yasuhiro. In other words, Yasuhiro Hatakure!
What's your real name?
Fine. Make sure your ear holes are wide open and listen up! My real name is Celestia Ludenberg. Could you please stop making me repeat myself over and over again? I'm not pretending. It's the truth. And since you have no way to contradict me...
No! So all we have to do is check her handbook, and that'll clear up everything.
That's an invasion of privacy. I refuse to cooperate.
I get to make a comic now! Okay, I think this must be it. Let's check it out. Go!
Here's exactly what happened. Before anything, the killer persuaded someone to help carry out the murder. Fumi. With an accomplice, the killer was able to execute a number of otherwise impossible schemes. First, they convinced someone to meet them in the rec room last night at 1 in the morning. That someone they met with was Hiro. The murderous duo intended to pass Hiro off as the prime suspect. So when they met up with him, they drugged him, knocked him out, and stuffed him into the Robo-Justice suit. And then finally, at 6 a.m., they moved into the murder phase of their plan. They called Taka to the equipment room.
Wow.
He took a blood packet from the refrigerator and Justice Hammer 3 and turned the room into a crime scene in which he himself had apparently been brutally murdered. He wrapped Taka's body in a tarp and used the dolly to move it all the way down to the repository. That explains how each of the bodies disappeared. Their plan all along was to kill Hifumi and get rid of the one person who could betray them. And they did it using an ordinary, everyday hammer from the repository.
I, Celestia Ludenberg. Actually, no, Taiko Yasuhiro is fine.
Oh.
So, you finally accepted it.
Last night, after we had our meeting about how it disappeared, I paid Hifumi a little visit.
As for me...
He came to my room last night unannounced, and then it's hard for me to even say he abused me.
What?
And he took pictures and said if I did not do as he asked, he would show them to everyone. Oh my god! You dirty, lying shit! Oh my god! So I had no choice. It was amazing how completely he bought it. I can't express how enjoyable that was. I'm going to kill him! I'm going to fucking kill him! Taka's going to try to kill you.
Indeed.
And also he can keep her to himself. I wanted to get out! Every day was fresh torture! And you know what? Huh?
This is fine.
Because I had a dream. What was that dream of yours?
Isn't it wonderful?
To live in a European castle. And to gather handsome men from all over the world to serve as my butlers slash bodyguards. Nah, bro, she's fucking retarded. Bro. Are you kidding me, bro? I've never heard something. No, trust me. I know Foss, and that boy was pretty delusional. But oh my god, this is another level. Okay, let's get rolling. The black and disturb the peace, and must pay the price. The burning of the Versailles Witch. We need to get into that locker. Kyoko took the key that Celeste had given her and unlocked it. The locker swung open and we saw.
You're really cool.
Good morning. It's been a while, hasn't it? It's safe, thank goodness. In the boys' bathroom, there's a storage closet, and way in the back, there's a secret room. This is the secret room, but what's in there? There's a bunch of files and what look like volume after volume of yearbooks. They're all covered in dust. Looking at it. Oh my. I didn't make a sound as I opened the door. The sound coming from inside, meanwhile, intensified that much more. Oh my god. Before me raged the battleground beyond anything humanly possible. And could it be? The mastermind spy is... Oh my.